Every sign on the road tells a story. Some warn you, some control you, and others guide you. Let's decode them all right now.
Warning signs alert drivers to possible hazards or changes ahead on the road. They give you time to slow down, stay alert, or adjust your driving.
Which traffic sign is displayed? A sharp turn is ahead. Reduce your speed before you reach it, not during it. Which traffic sign is displayed? Crossroad sign. Another road crosses yours ahead. Stay alert for vehicles entering from either side. What is this traffic sign? Slippery when wet sign. Rain turns this road into a skid zone. Increase your following distance and avoid sudden braking or sharp steering, because wet roads punish fast reactions. What does this road sign indicate? Merge sign. Two lanes are coming together into one. The merging driver yields, but the through driver should cooperate too. How would you identify this road sign? Deer crossing sign. Known deer activity zone. Slow down and scan both sides of the road, especially at dawn and dusk when deer are most active. What is this sign used for? Stop ahead sign. A stop sign is coming up that may not be visible yet. Start slowing down now. How would you describe this traffic sign? Wild horse sign. Wild horses roam freely here and can walk onto the road without warning. Unlike deer, they are massive, and a collision is almost always fatal for the driver. Slow down significantly and scan both sides. What is this road sign called? Curve sign. The road bends ahead. Brake before the curve, not inside it. What does this road symbol represent? T-intersection sign. Your road ends ahead, and you will need to turn left or right. Decide your lane now. Which road sign do you recognize? Lane ends merge sign. One lane disappears ahead. If you are in the ending lane, merge early and smoothly. Do not race to the front. What road sign do you see? Pedestrian crossing sign. Pedestrians have the right of way here. Be ready to stop completely, especially near schools and busy areas where people can appear quickly. What is the name of this road sign? Yield ahead sign. A yield sign is coming up. Ease off the gas and prepare to give way. What does this road sign indicate? Golf cart crossing sign. Golf carts cross here. They are slow, low to the ground, and easy to miss. Give them time and space. Which road sign is this? Winding road sign. Multiple curves are coming up in succession. Reduce speed before the first bend and stay ready for the road to keep changing direction. Name this traffic sign. Divided highway begins sign. The road splits into two separate one-way lanes divided by a median. Keep right and do not cross into oncoming traffic. Can you name this road sign? Falling rocks sign. Rocks have fallen here before and will again. Do not stop along the roadside, avoid tailgating, and if you see debris, brake calmly and navigate around it when safe. Which road sign is this depicting? Side road sign. A smaller road intersects yours from the side ahead. Watch for vehicles entering the roadway. Which sign is this? Signal ahead sign. Traffic lights are coming up that may not be visible yet. Prepare to stop. Which traffic symbol is this? Loop, 270-degree, sign. You are about to navigate a near-complete loop, like a highway interchange that wraps almost all the way around. Reduce speed well before the loop begins, maintain steady control throughout, and do not accelerate until you are fully out of it. How would you name this road sign? Narrow bridge sign. The bridge ahead is narrower than the road you are on. Slow down, and if traffic is coming the other way, one driver may need to yield. Can you name this road sign? Chevron sign. These bold arrow markers guide you through a sharp curve. Follow the direction they point and reduce your speed. What is the meaning of this sign? Two-way traffic sign. You are entering a section where traffic flows in both directions. Stay in your lane and watch for oncoming vehicles. Which road sign is shown? Railroad crossing ahead sign. Train tracks are ahead, and this sign gives you advance warning. Start reducing speed, turn down loud music, and never assume you have time to beat a train. They move faster than they look and cannot stop quickly. Identify this road sign. Bear crossing sign. Bears are massive and unpredictable and can appear on the road without warning. Slow down and scan the tree line, especially at night. Which traffic sign is displayed? Y intersection sign. The road ahead forks into a Y shape. Get into your intended lane early. What is the name of this traffic sign? Workers sign. Road workers are nearby, and their safety depends on you. Fines in work zones are often doubled. Reduce speed before you reach the zone, put the phone away, and follow all temporary markings. How would you describe this road sign? Reverse turn sign. The road curves one way and then immediately bends back the other direction. Slow down before the first curve so you can handle both. Can you recognize this road sign? Steep hill sign. On the way down, do not ride your brakes. Use a lower gear, especially in a truck or heavy vehicle. On the way up, maintain your momentum. What traffic sign is displayed here? Snowmobile crossing sign. Snowmobiles cross this road. In winter conditions, they can appear fast from either side. Slow down and watch both directions. Which traffic sign is shown? Roundabout sign. A circular intersection is ahead. Traffic already inside has the right of way. Yield before entering, move counterclockwise, and signal when you are about to exit. Can you recognize this road sign? Flagger ahead sign. A person is manually directing traffic ahead, usually in a construction zone. Their instructions override everything else. Ignoring a flagger is illegal and puts lives directly at risk. What traffic sign is being shown? Shoulder drop-off sign. The edge of the road drops off sharply with no gradual slope. If your tires drift off the pavement, ease off the gas and steer back gradually. Do not yank the wheel. Which sign are you looking at? Reverse curve sign. Two curves, back to back, in opposite directions. Slow down before the first one because you will need the control for the second. What does this traffic sign indicate? Added lane sign. A new lane is being added to the road ahead. Merging traffic gets its own dedicated lane, so no one needs to yield immediately. Both lanes should still stay aware of each other. What is the name of this traffic sign? Divided highway ends sign. The median disappears ahead, and traffic will share a single undivided roadway. Move right and watch for oncoming vehicles. Which road sign is this? Hairpin curve sign. This is one of the sharpest curves on any public road, nearly a 180-degree turn. Drivers consistently underestimate it. Slow down significantly before entering, stay in your lane, and do not cross the center line. Identify the name of this road sign. Farm vehicle sign. Slow-moving farm equipment like tractors can appear on this road. They travel at a fraction of your speed and are often very wide. Only pass when visibility is completely clear. Name this traffic sign. Narrow two-way traffic sign. Traffic goes both ways on a road that is barely wide enough for two vehicles. Slow down and stay as far right as safely possible. What is the name of this road sign? Road narrows sign. The road ahead gets significantly narrower. Wide vehicles especially need to reduce speed before the narrowing begins. Name this road sign. Equestrian Crossing sign. Horses and riders cross here. Horses spook easily from engine noise and sudden movement. Slow down well before you reach them, do not honk, and give them as much space as possible. What is this road sign indicating? Two-way traffic, 3-lane sign. 3 lanes, 2 directions, and the middle lane is a shared left turn lane. That center lane is only for vehicles preparing to turn left. Using it as a travel lane creates a head-on collision risk. What does this road sign mean? Bicycle and pedestrian crossing sign. Both cyclists and pedestrians cross here. 2 types of vulnerable road users in one spot. Slow down and watch for both. How would you describe this road sign? Lane shift sign. Your lane does not end, but it moves, shifting left or right ahead. Follow the road markings and do not drift into adjacent lanes during the transition. What is this traffic sign? Offset side road sign. Side roads on either side of this intersection do not line up. They are staggered, so watch for vehicles coming from angles you might not expect. Which traffic sign do you see? Single lane transition sign. 2 lanes are merging into one. Take turns and zipper merge. Racing to block merging traffic only stretches the backup further. Which road sign is this depicting? Handicapped crossing sign. Pedestrians with mobility limitations may be crossing here. Be patient and give them plenty of time to clear the road. What is the name of this road sign? Double side road sign. Roads intersect from both sides simultaneously ahead. Treat it like a full crossroads and watch all directions. Which sign are you looking at? Emergency vehicle sign. Emergency vehicles frequently access the road at this point. When you see or hear one approaching, pull as far right as possible and stop completely. Clear the path because someone's life may depend on it. Which traffic sign is this depicting? Interior lane shift sign. An interior lane shifts position ahead. Stay in your lane and follow the road markings through the transition. Which traffic sign appears here? Crossroads with parallel tracks sign. A crossroad sits right alongside railroad tracks. You have 2 hazards to check at once. Approach slowly and look both ways for cross traffic and trains. Which road sign is this? Speed limit ahead sign. The posted speed limit is about to change. Start adjusting your speed now before you reach the new zone. What does this road symbol represent? Merge, entering roadway sign. Traffic from a side road is merging onto yours ahead. The entering vehicle should yield, but giving them space reduces accidents for everyone. Which sign is this? Bicycle lane and sign. The dedicated bike lane is about to disappear. Cyclists will be moving into shared traffic. Give them room as the lane ends. What is this sign telling drivers? Side road with parallel tracks sign. A side road intersects near railroad tracks. Watch for turning vehicles and any train activity at the same time. Identify this traffic sign. Bicycles merging sign. Cyclists are entering the roadway from a separate path. Slow down and give them space to merge safely. Identify this road sign. Ramp speed advisory sign. This is not the speed limit. It is the recommended maximum for safely navigating the ramp's curve. In rain or wind, that number is your ceiling. Most ramp rollovers happen because drivers carry too much highway speed into the bend. What traffic sign is being shown? Curve with side road sign. A curve is ahead, and a side road intersects along it. Slow down and watch for vehicles turning in or out of the bend. Which road symbol is this? T-intersection with parallel tracks sign. A T-intersection sits right alongside railroad tracks. Check for cross traffic and any approaching trains before you proceed. Identify this traffic sign. Added lane, entering roadway sign. Merging traffic from a side road gets a dedicated lane with no immediate merge required. Both lanes should still stay aware of each other through the transition. What road sign do you see? Crosswind sign. You will not feel crosswinds until they hit, and when they do, your vehicle can shift lanes almost instantly. Grip the wheel firmly, reduce speed, and if a gust catches you, do not overcorrect. High-profile vehicles are most at risk. What is the name of this road sign? Reverse curve with side road sign. 2 back-to-back opposite curves with a side road added in. Reduce speed and stay focused through the whole section. Which traffic symbol is this? Low clearance sign. The number on this sign is the maximum height your vehicle can be to pass safely. Know your vehicle's height before you travel. Striking a bridge overhead is one of the most avoidable accidents on the road, and it happens constantly because drivers assume they will fit. What traffic sign is displayed here? Curve with crossroad sign. A full crossroads intersects at a curve. Vehicles can come from multiple directions in an already tricky spot. Slow down and expect the unexpected. What does this sign tell you? Exit speed advisory sign. This is the safe speed for the exit ramp ahead, not the main highway. Carry too much speed into that exit and the curve will punish you, especially in a top-heavy vehicle. Which traffic sign is this showing? Curve with tangent sign. A curve transitions into a straight section ahead. Stay in your lane through the bend, and you will come out fine. What kind of road sign is this? Horse-drawn vehicles sign. Horse-drawn vehicles use this road. They are quiet, wide, and very slow. Never honk and only pass when there is full visibility and plenty of room. How would you describe this road sign? Reverse curve with crossroad sign. 2 alternating curves with a crossroad intersection in between. Complex section ahead. Slow down and stay sharp the whole way through. What road sign is this? Motorcycle plaque, sign. This plaque means the sign it is paired with applies specifically to motorcycles. Always read it alongside the main sign to understand the full restriction. Can you name this traffic sign? Curve with tangent from side sign. A side road joins the main road at a curve and transitions into a straight. Watch for merging vehicles as you come out of the bend. Which traffic sign is this depicting? Low ground clearance sign. This is not about your vehicle's height. It is about the bottom of it. The road ahead has a dip or hump that can cause low clearance vehicles to scrape or get stuck. Sports cars and heavily loaded trucks are most at risk. Slow down significantly. Can you identify this road sign? Light rail activated sign. A light rail or tram is active at this crossing, meaning a train could be approaching right now. Unlike freight trains, light rail is fast and quiet. Always check both directions before crossing. Which traffic sign is depicted? Truck rollover warning sign. This sign is placed where trucks have actually rolled over before. Fully loaded trucks have a high center of gravity and can tip on turns that feel normal in a car. If you are driving any top-heavy vehicle, treat the advisory speed as a hard limit. Which traffic sign is depicted? Bicycle hill sign. A steep hill ahead is regularly used by cyclists who may be crawling uphill or flying downhill. Give them space, be patient, and do not pass too close.
Regulatory signs tell drivers the rules they must follow. These are laws, and ignoring them can result in fines or penalties.
What does this road sign indicate? Stop sign. This is an octagonal red sign with the word stop in white. When you see it, you must come to a complete stop before the stop line or crosswalk. You must wait until it is fully safe to proceed, and rolling stops are not allowed. Always check for pedestrians and cross traffic before moving. What type of traffic sign is this? No right turn sign. This sign tells drivers they are not allowed to turn right at the intersection ahead. It is usually posted due to traffic flow, safety hazards, or pedestrian activity. Turning right where this sign is posted is a traffic violation. Look for alternate routes if you need to turn. Which traffic sign is this? Weight limit sign. This sign shows the maximum weight a road or bridge can safely support, measured in tons. Vehicles that exceed this weight limit are prohibited from using that road or crossing that bridge. Overloaded vehicles can cause serious structural damage to roads and bridges and may face heavy fines. Identify this traffic sign. One-way right sign. Traffic on this road flows in one direction only, to the right. You must only enter and travel in the direction the sign indicates. Driving the wrong way on a one-way street is very dangerous. Always check for one-way signs before turning onto an unfamiliar road. Which road sign is displayed here? Keep right sign. This sign instructs drivers to stay to the right side of the road, median, or divider. It is commonly posted at the beginning of medians or traffic islands to guide vehicles safely past an obstacle or split in the road. Always obey this sign to avoid head-on collisions. Which traffic sign is shown? No truck sign.
Large trucks and commercial vehicles are not allowed on the road where this sign is posted. This restriction may be due to the road's weight capacity, bridge limits, low clearances, or residential zoning. Truck drivers who violate this may face fines and liability for any damage caused.
What does this road sign indicate? Left turn only sign. This sign tells you that from the lane you are in, you must turn left, and going straight or turning right is not permitted. It is commonly used in dedicated left turn lanes at intersections. Be sure to position yourself in the correct lane well before the intersection. What does this road sign indicate? Hazardous material prohibited sign.
Vehicles carrying hazardous materials are not allowed on this road. These restrictions are typically in place near schools, tunnels, populated areas, or environmentally sensitive zones. Drivers carrying hazmat loads must find an alternate approved route. Which road sign is this? No stopping sign. Drivers are not permitted to stop their vehicle at any time in this zone, even briefly. This is stricter than a no parking sign. You cannot stop to drop off a passenger or wait for someone. The zone is usually marked to keep traffic flowing freely. Identify this road sign. Straight through only sign. Vehicles must go straight ahead and may not turn left or right. This is typically used to prevent turns that would create a hazard or block traffic. If you need to turn, you must use a different lane or find another intersection. Identify this route marker sign. Bike lane sign. This sign marks a designated lane reserved exclusively for bicycle traffic. Motor vehicles are generally not permitted to drive or park in the bike lane. Drivers must be especially careful when crossing a bike lane to turn and must yield to cyclists. What type of sign is this? No U-turn sign. This sign tells drivers they cannot make a U-turn at that location. U-turns are prohibited in certain places because they can be dangerous or disruptive to traffic flow. If you miss your turn, continue to the next safe and legal location to turn around. What is this traffic sign indicating? Right turn only sign. This sign means vehicles in that lane must turn right. You are not allowed to go straight or turn left from this lane. These lanes help manage traffic flow, especially at busy intersections. Always look for this sign before entering a turn lane. What is the name of this road sign? National Network Route sign. This sign marks a highway that is part of the national network. It is a system of roads approved for use by larger commercial trucks that exceed standard size and weight limits. Truck operators should plan routes along national network roads when possible. What is the name of this road sign? Keep left of obstacles sign. This sign directs drivers to pass to the left of a specific obstacle in or near the roadway. These signs are placed to clearly guide traffic away from hazards. Always follow the direction indicated to avoid accidents. What does this road sign mean? No parking bus stop sign. Parking is not allowed in this area because it is a designated bus stop. Buses need clear access to pull up to the curb and allow passengers to board and exit safely. Blocking a bus stop can disrupt public transit and may result in a fine or towing. Which traffic sign is displayed here? Do not enter sign. One of the most important regulatory signs. It features a red circle with a white horizontal bar and means the road ahead is one way, so you would be driving against traffic if you continued. Never ignore this sign. Driving the wrong way on a road is extremely dangerous and can be fatal. What does this traffic sign indicate? Straight through and left turn sign. This sign applies to a specific lane and means drivers in that lane may either go straight or turn left. It is used where traffic volume justifies shared lane use. Pay attention to what other vehicles around you are doing to safely navigate the intersection.
Which traffic sign is displayed here? No hitchhiking sign. This sign prohibits soliciting rides from passing vehicles, a practice commonly known as hitchhiking. It is posted on highways and expressways where stopping for hitchhikers would create a safety hazard. Picking up or attempting to get picked up at these locations is not allowed. What is this road sign telling drivers? Tow away zone sign. Vehicles parked in this zone will be towed at the owner's expense, no exceptions. These zones are typically near fire hydrants, driveways, emergency access areas, or construction zones. Recovering a towed vehicle involves fees and significant inconvenience. What is the name of this road sign? Keep right of obstacles sign. This sign is posted near physical obstacles in or near the roadway, such as a concrete barrier or a traffic island. Drivers must pass to the right of the obstacle. Slow down if necessary and stay alert for other vehicles also navigating the obstacle. What does this road sign mean? Speed limit sign. A white rectangular sign showing the maximum speed in miles per hour, mph, that you are legally allowed to drive on that road under normal conditions. Driving above this speed is against the law. In poor weather or heavy traffic, you may need to drive even slower to remain safe. Identify this road sign. No left turn sign. This sign prohibits drivers from making a left turn at the intersection where it is posted. Left turns may be restricted because of heavy oncoming traffic, limited visibility, or road design. You must find another route or make 3 right turns to go in the same direction as a left turn would take you. What is the name of this traffic sign? Roundabout circulation plaque sign. This plaque is displayed at roundabout entrances and shows drivers the direction of traffic flow inside the roundabout, which is always counterclockwise in the U.S. Drivers must yield to traffic already in the circle and follow the direction indicated before entering. What does this road sign indicate? No parking bike lane sign. Parking in this location is prohibited because it would block a designated bicycle lane. Blocking a bike lane forces cyclists into traffic, creating a serious safety hazard. Even brief stops in a bike lane are generally not permitted under this restriction. What type of road sign is this? Wrong way sign. This red and white sign is placed on one-way roads to warn drivers who have entered from the wrong direction. If you see this sign while driving, you are going the wrong way. Pull over safely and immediately, stop the vehicle, and turn around when it is safe to do so. What does this road sign indicate? Straight through and right turn sign. This sign tells drivers in a particular lane that they may proceed straight ahead or turn right. Drivers must still yield to pedestrians and oncoming traffic when turning right. Use your turn signal to communicate your intended direction. Which road sign is shown? Hazardous material route sign. This sign marks a road that is a designated route for vehicles carrying hazardous materials such as chemicals, explosives, or flammable liquids. Only authorized vehicles with the proper permits may use this route for hauling dangerous cargo. What type of sign is this? No bicycle sign. Bicycles are not permitted on the road or pathway where this sign is posted. This is commonly seen on highways, expressways, or roads where bicycle travel would be unsafe. Cyclists should use designated bike routes or paths instead. What does this road sign indicate? Keep left sign. Drivers must stay to the left side of a divider, island, or obstacle. This is less common in the U.S., but is used in specific situations such as divided highway entrances or traffic control islands. Follow the sign carefully to stay in the correct lane. Which road sign is shown? No waiting sign. You may stop temporarily to drop off or pick up passengers, but you cannot park or wait in this zone. This is slightly less restrictive than no stopping. It is common near airports, bus stops, and school entrances where brief stops are acceptable but lingering is not. Which road sign is displayed here? Do not drive on tracks sign. This sign is posted at railroad crossings and instructs drivers not to drive along or park on the railroad tracks. Vehicles should cross the tracks quickly and completely. Never stop on the tracks, even for a moment, as a train could approach at any time. What does this sign warn cyclists of? No U-turn or left turn sign. This combined sign prohibits both U-turns and left turns at the same location. It is used where either maneuver would be unsafe or disruptive to other traffic. Drivers who need to go left or reverse direction must find another legal location to do so. Which traffic sign is displayed here? National Network Prohibited Sign. This sign means the road is not part of the national network, and oversized or overweight commercial trucks are not permitted. Truck drivers must check their route carefully before starting a trip to ensure they are using approved roads. Which traffic sign is this? No parking sign. This straightforward sign means parking is prohibited at all times in this location. Unlike timed restrictions, there are no exceptions. Parking here at any time of day can result in a fine or your vehicle being towed. Which traffic sign is this? Yield sign. A downward-pointing red and white triangle. It tells you to slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. You must give the right-of-way to vehicles or pedestrians already in the intersection or roadway you are entering. If the way is clear, you may continue without stopping. What type of warning sign is this? No right turn for trucks sign. Large trucks are specifically prohibited from making a right turn at this intersection. This is usually due to the turning radius of trucks, which could endanger pedestrians, cyclists, or other vehicles. Truck drivers must find another suitable intersection to make the turn. What is the meaning of this road sign? No skaters sign. Skateboarding, rollerblading, and the use of similar wheeled devices are not permitted in this area. These signs are common on roads, in parking lots, or on pathways where skaters could be at risk of injury or cause hazards to other road users. What is this road sign telling drivers? One-way left sign. Traffic on this road flows in one direction only, to the left. Enter only from the correct end and drive in the indicated direction. These signs are common in urban areas and parking lots. Pay close attention to street signs in city driving. Identify the name of this route marker sign. No parking on tracks sign. Vehicles are prohibited from stopping or parking on or near railroad tracks. This is a critical safety rule because a vehicle on the tracks when a train approaches can lead to a catastrophic collision. Always ensure your vehicle is completely clear of the tracks. Identify this route sign. Traffic signal photo enforced sign. This sign warns that traffic light violations at this intersection are monitored by automated cameras. If you run a red light, the camera will capture your license plate, and you may receive a fine by mail. This system is used to reduce dangerous red light running. What is the meaning of this road sign? No straight-through sign. Drivers must turn either left or right, and going straight through is not permitted. This is often used at T-intersections or where through traffic is redirected for safety reasons. Position yourself in the correct turn lane based on your intended direction. Identify this traffic sign. Truck height limit sign. This sign shows the maximum vehicle height allowed to pass through and is usually posted before a low bridge, tunnel, or overpass. Vehicles taller than the stated height must not proceed. Striking an overpass is one of the most common and costly trucking accidents. Can you identify this traffic sign? No equestrian sign. Horse riding and other equestrian activities are prohibited on this road or path. These restrictions are in place on roads where horses could create traffic hazards or be placed in danger by vehicle traffic. Riders should seek designated equestrian trails. What does this road sign indicate? Parking fee station sign. This sign indicates that a fee is required to park in this area. Drivers must pay at the designated meter, kiosk, or app before parking. Failure to pay can result in a parking ticket or having your vehicle towed. Which traffic sign is this depicting? Do not pass stop train sign. This sign prohibits drivers from going around or passing a stopped train at a railroad crossing. Even if the gates are up and the train appears stopped, a second train could be approaching on another track. Always wait for the full all clear before crossing. Which traffic sign is this? No snowmobile sign. Snowmobiles are not allowed on this road or trail. These signs are posted where snowmobiles could conflict with motor vehicle traffic or where their use is otherwise restricted by local law. Riders should use approved snowmobile trails. Which road sign is this? One-way with arrow right sign. This version of the one-way sign includes a directional arrow pointing right, making the permitted direction of travel very clear. It serves the same legal purpose as the standard one-way sign, but provides additional visual guidance for drivers. Which road sign is this? No parking on pavement sign. Drivers are prohibited from parking their vehicles on the paved road surface in this area. This rule is typically in place on narrow roads where a parked vehicle would obstruct traffic or create a hazard. Drivers should find an off-road parking area. Which road sign is shown? No pedestrians crossing sign. Pedestrians are not permitted to cross the road at this location. It is placed in areas where pedestrian crossing is unsafe, such as highways or near tunnels. Pedestrians should use the nearest designated crosswalk or pedestrian bridge instead. What does this road sign indicate? Ramp speed advisory sign. This sign shows the recommended maximum speed for safely navigating a highway on-ramp or off-ramp. It is not a legal speed limit, but rather an advisory based on the ramp's curve and design. Exceeding this speed, especially in wet or icy conditions, increases the risk of losing control. What type of traffic sign is this? No all-terrain vehicles, ATVs sign. ATVs and off-road vehicles are prohibited on the road where this sign is posted. These vehicles are generally not street legal and are banned from public roads for safety and legal reasons. ATV riders must use private property or designated off-road areas. Which traffic sign is this? One-way with arrow left sign. This sign includes an arrow pointing left to indicate the single permitted direction of travel on that road. The arrow version is used when extra clarity is needed. Treat this the same as any other one-way sign and only travel in the direction shown. Identify this traffic sign. No parking on bridge sign. Parking on the bridge or structure ahead is not allowed. Stopping or parking on a bridge blocks traffic, and the additional weight of a stationary vehicle can sometimes pose structural concerns. Keep moving when crossing bridges. Which road sign is displayed here? Exit speed sign. Similar to a ramp speed advisory. This sign indicates the safe speed at which to travel through an exit ramp. It is typically posted on curved exit ramps where vehicles need to reduce speed from highway speeds. Slow down to the indicated speed before entering the ramp. Which traffic sign is shown? No parking, 8:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m. sign. Parking is prohibited during the hours shown on the sign. Outside of those hours, parking may be permitted. These time-based restrictions are common near schools, businesses, or bus stops to manage parking during peak hours. Always read the full sign before parking. What does this road sign indicate? Motorcycle plaque sign. This plaque, typically shown alongside another sign, indicates that the regulation or restriction applies specifically to motorcycles. For example, it may indicate a motorcycle-only parking area or a restriction targeting motorcycles. Read it together with the accompanying sign for the full meaning. What does this road sign indicate? Exit Gore, no exit number sign. This sign marks the triangular area between the main highway and an exit ramp, known as the Gore. Driving through or stopping in the Gore area is prohibited. It is a zone meant to guide traffic smoothly from the main lanes to the exit ramp. Which road sign is this? Pull-through sign. This sign marks a pull-through space in a parking area where a driver can drive in from one end and exit from the other without reveering. It is commonly used at truck stops and rest areas to make maneuvering easier for large vehicles. Identify this road sign. Storage space symbol sign. This sign marks a designated storage space, typically for trailers, boats, or other oversized vehicles, where they may be parked for an extended period. Regular passenger vehicles are generally not intended to use these spaces.
These signs provide helpful information and guidance to drivers. They help you navigate and understand available services or special road uses.
Which road sign is this? Interstate route marker, 2 digits sign. This shield-shaped sign marks a road that is part of the interstate highway system. Interstates with even numbers run east to west, and odd numbers run north to south. Which traffic sign is displayed? Park and ride sign. This sign marks a facility where commuters can park their vehicles and transfer to public transportation. It is designed to reduce traffic congestion by encouraging shared travel. What is this traffic sign? Interstate route marker, 3 digits sign. Same as the standard interstate marker, but the 3-digit number indicates a spur or loop route that connects to a main interstate. These routes typically pass through or around urban areas. What does this road sign indicate? Forest route sign. This sign marks a road within a national forest managed by the U.S. Forest Service. These roads can be unpaved and conditions vary significantly by season. How would you identify this road sign? Parking area sign. A designated parking area is located ahead or nearby. Look for additional signs indicating any time limits, fees, or vehicle restrictions that apply. What is this sign used for? Handicapped sign. This sign indicates a space, facility, or area that is reserved for or accessible to people with disabilities. Only vehicles displaying a valid disability permit may use designated spaces. How would you describe this traffic sign? U.S. route marker, 3 digits sign. Same as the standard U.S. route marker, but the 3-digit number typically indicates a shorter spur or connector route branching off a main U.S. highway. What is this road sign called? Interstate route marker with state, 2 digits sign. This version includes the state name alongside the route number. It is commonly posted near state borders, so drivers know which state's interstate system they are entering. What does this road symbol represent? Truck route sign. This sign designates a road that is approved and recommended for commercial truck traffic. Truck drivers should follow these routes to stay on roads built to handle heavy vehicle weight. Which road sign do you recognize? County route marker sign. This sign marks a road maintained by the county rather than the state or federal government. County routes are common in rural areas and typically use a simpler sign design. What road sign do you see? Combination junction sign.
This sign shows 2 or more route numbers meeting at the same junction ahead. It helps drivers identify which routes share the road or split off at the upcoming intersection.
What is the name of this road sign? U.S. route marker, 2 digits sign.
A U.S. route sign marks a nationally numbered highway that predates the interstate system. These roads connect cities and towns across state lines and are still widely used today.
What does this road sign indicate? Handicapped accessible sign.
This sign indicates that the facility or area ahead is equipped to accommodate people with physical disabilities. It does not reserve a space, but confirms that accessible features are available. Which road sign is this? State route marker sign. This sign marks a road that is part of a state-managed highway system. The shape of the sign varies by state, so the design you see depends entirely on where you are driving. Name this traffic sign. Off-interstate business route marker sign. This sign marks a loop route that detours off the main interstate and passes through a nearby town or business district. It is useful for drivers looking for fuel, food, or services without traveling far from the highway. Can you name this road sign? Telephone sign. A public telephone is available nearby. These signs are most commonly seen at rest stops and service areas. Which road sign is this depicting? Hospital sign. A hospital is located nearby or in the direction indicated. In an emergency, follow these signs to reach medical care as quickly as possible. Which sign is this? Camping sign. A camping area is available nearby. This sign is common in national parks, forests, and recreational areas where overnight stays are permitted. Which traffic symbol is this? Trailer camping sign. This sign specifically indicates a camping facility that can accommodate trailers and RVs. Not all camping areas have the space or hookups for large vehicles, so this sign helps those drivers plan accordingly. How would you name this road sign? Litter container sign. A trash disposal facility is available nearby. Use it to keep the road and surrounding environment clean, rather than discarding waste from your vehicle. Can you name this road sign? Gasoline sign. A fuel station is available nearby or in the direction indicated. This sign is especially useful on long stretches of highway where services are spread far apart. What is the meaning of this sign? Food sign. A food service facility, such as a restaurant or rest stop, is available nearby. Follow the directional arrow if one is shown to find the nearest option. Which road sign is shown? Lodging sign. Overnight accommodation is available nearby. This sign is common along highways to help travelers find hotels or motels without needing to exit and search. Identify this road sign. Diesel fuel sign. A fuel station offering diesel is available nearby. Since not all stations carry diesel, this sign helps truck drivers and diesel vehicle owners plan their refueling stops in advance. Which traffic sign is displayed? Alternative fuel sign. A station offering an alternative fuel, such as compressed natural gas, is available nearby. These signs help drivers of non-gasoline vehicles locate compatible fueling points along the route. What is the name of this traffic sign? Electric vehicle charging sign. An electric vehicle charging station is available nearby. Charge times vary by vehicle and station type, so plan your stop accordingly to avoid running low on power. How would you describe this road sign? Tourist information sign. A visitor or tourist information center is available nearby. These centers provide maps, local guides, and advice on attractions, accommodations, and road conditions in the area. Can you recognize this road sign? Airport sign. An airport is located nearby or in the direction indicated. Follow additional directional signs to reach the correct terminal or parking area. What traffic sign is displayed here? Bus station sign. A bus terminal or intercity bus stop is located nearby. This sign helps passengers on public or long-distance bus services find the correct boarding point. Which traffic sign is shown? Train station sign. A railway station is located nearby. Follow directional signs to reach the correct platform or parking area for your service. Can you recognize this road sign? Library sign. A public library is located nearby. This sign is typically posted in urban and suburban areas as part of a network of community service markers. What traffic sign is being shown? Vehicle ferry terminal sign. A ferry service that carries vehicles is available nearby. Arrive early as ferries operate on fixed schedules and space for vehicles is limited. Which sign are you looking at? Passenger-only ferry terminal sign. A ferry service for passengers only is located nearby. Vehicles cannot board at this terminal, so do not attempt to drive onto the vessel. What does this traffic sign indicate? School crossing, school zone sign. You are entering a school zone where children may be crossing the road. Obey the posted speed limit at all times in this area and be prepared to stop for pedestrians in the crosswalk. What is the name of this traffic sign? School bus stop ahead sign. A school bus stop is located ahead where children will be boarding or exiting a bus. You must stop when a school bus displays its red flashing lights, regardless of which direction you are traveling. Which road sign is this? School speed limit ahead sign.
A reduced speed limit applies near the school ahead, typically active during arrival and dismissal hours. The times are posted on the sign, and you must reduce your speed during those hours, even if the road appears clear.
Identify the name of this road sign. Railroad crossing, crossbuck sign.
This X-shaped sign marks an active railroad crossing. Slow down, look both ways, and never cross if a train is approaching, because trains cannot stop quickly and always have the right of way.
Name this traffic sign. Do not pass stopped train sign.
Never drive around a stopped train at a crossing. A second train on a parallel track could be approaching from the other direction, and you may not see it until it is too late.
What is the name of this road sign? Railroad crossing ahead sign.
Train tracks are coming up ahead, and this sign gives you advance warning before you reach them. Start reducing your speed, turn down loud audio, and listen carefully for any approaching train.
What is this road sign indicating? Crossroads with parallel tracks sign. A crossroads intersection sits directly alongside railroad tracks ahead. You have two hazards to check at the same time, so approach slowly and look for both cross traffic and any approaching train. What does this road sign mean? Side road with parallel tracks sign. A side road meets the main road near railroad tracks ahead. Watch for vehicles turning in or out while also checking for train activity on the nearby tracks. How would you describe this road sign? T intersection with parallel tracks sign. A T intersection is located alongside railroad tracks ahead. Check for cross traffic at the junction and any approaching trains before you proceed through the area. What is this traffic sign is? Low ground clearance railroad crossing sign. The railroad crossing ahead has a dip or hump that can cause low clearance vehicles to scrape or get stuck on the tracks. Slow down significantly and never risk stopping on the tracks while navigating it. Which traffic sign do you see? Light rail activated sign. A light rail or tram is currently active at this crossing. Light rail trains are fast, quiet, and run frequently, so do not assume the crossing is clear just because you cannot hear anything approaching. Which road sign is this depicting? Bicycle route sign. This sign marks an officially designated bicycle route. It may share the road with vehicle traffic or follow a separate path, and drivers should be alert to cyclists in this area. What is the name of this road sign? Bike route sign.
Similar to the bicycle route sign, this marks a road or path recommended for bicycle travel. Stay alert for cyclists and give them adequate space on the road.
What is the name of this road sign? U.S. bicycle route sign.
This sign marks a nationally designated bicycle route that spans across state lines. It is part of a long-distance cycling network, and cyclists on these routes may be traveling significant distances.
Which sign are you looking at? State or local bicycle route sign.
This sign marks a bicycle route designated by the state or local authority. Routes vary in length and terrain and are designed to give cyclists a safer and more direct path through the area.
Which traffic sign appears here? Bicycle parking area sign.
A designated parking area for bicycles is available nearby. Cyclists should use these areas rather than locking bikes to structures not intended for that purpose.
Which road sign is this? Bicycles permitted sign.
Cyclists are legally allowed to use this road or path. Drivers should expect to share the road and give cyclists appropriate space at all times.
What does this road symbol represent? Pedestrians permitted sign.
Pedestrians are allowed to use this road or path. Both drivers and cyclists should watch for people on foot and yield to them accordingly.
Which sign is this? Skaters permitted sign.
Skateboarders and inline skaters are allowed to use this road or path. They can move quickly and unpredictably, so drivers and cyclists should give them space.
What is this sign telling drivers? Equestrians permitted sign. Horse riders are allowed to use this road or path. Pass slowly, avoid sudden loud noises, and give horses as much space as possible to prevent them from being startled. Identify this traffic sign. Flagger ahead sign. A person is manually directing traffic ahead, usually in a construction zone. Their instructions override all normal traffic rules, and ignoring a flagger is illegal and puts lives directly at risk. Identify this traffic sign. Workers ahead sign. Road workers are present nearby, and their safety depends entirely on your attention. Fines in work zones are often doubled, so reduce your speed before entering and put your phone away.
And that's it. Warning, regulatory, and information signs made simple. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more.